back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Y'all asked for it, right? And listen, I want to thank y'all. I want to thank the comment section for actually listening to my stance in its entirety. I want to thank y'all for really listening to the whole video, and understanding exactly what I'm saying. I appreciate y'all. Disclaimer: I do not advocate. I do not condone domestic violence. I do not condone men hitting women, vice versa. Boom. You got that out the way. Let's get to it. Now, everybody that is online, uh, everybody is online that are advocates for domestic violence all of a sudden, right? The people that care about domestic assault victims out of the blue, right? Mostly Negroes in the hip hop culture. I'm gonna try to watch my mouth because they keep taking my ad suitability. It's not really all about that. I can care less, but I would like to get those little coins. But everybody that turned into a advocate out the blue, this is for you, because you have some decisions to make and you have some moves to make at this point. All right, y'all have more people to cancel. You got it. There are more people that y'all have to cancel. And I don't want to hear no excuses, because I've been on Instagram all day, right? Talking to people and telling them who else they have to cancel. And you know, the excuses that I've been hearing is crazy. And we're going to get to that. So just relax, sit back. I got a couple minutes, right? I'm not trying to look sultry. It's just hot as a mug out here. That's why I got my shirt off. It's burning up out here, and I love it. I love the sun, man. I'm a summer baby, man. I love the sun. It's my type of weather. But anyway, where do we start? Let's start with Fabulous. Let's start with Fabulous. We got to talk about Fabulous, right? Because as we crucify Diddy, right? Brother Fabulous, if I'm not mistaken, I should have did some homework. I don't call myself a journalist, but I should have did some homework, right? Brother Fabulous, 4 or 5 years ago, what did he do to Emily, his baby mother / wife, or whatever the case, whatever she is, girlfriend? What did he break? He break her nose or bust her teeth out her mouth? Which one was it? Who remembers? Who remembers? Who remembers? Of course you don't remember, because the media didn't tell you to remember, right? Because y'all weren't DV advocates when that happened. Y'all could care less about Emily because she's not as popular, right? And y'all love Fabulous, right? Don't we love Fab? The boy can spit, he stay out the way, and he can dress. So we didn't cancel him. You know, y'all know what we said? We said, nah, man, we don't believe that. We said, we don't believe that. And the ladies love Fabulous, right? So we got Fab. He even got into an altercation with the girl's father. So I went online, right, and I'm using this talking point to combat the newfound DV advocates. And I'm telling them, hey, listen, you right. Diddy has to get canceled. Diddy has to sit down, right? But Fabulous has to sit down too. You know what they told me? They said there's no video evidence. They said it wasn't on camera, so they're not canceling Fabulous. That's what they said. So I asked the question to you and everybody else, just like I asked the people earlier. Is video evidence the criteria? Is this the criteria to cancel somebody? You have to have video evidence. Because Puff was canceled last month when there was no video evidence, right? So is that the criteria we're gonna go by? Cool, Fabulous, knock this girl teeth out. Moving right along. Nothing to see here. Let's move on to Dr. Dre. I talked about Dre 2 days ago on my video. Pardon me, y'all, pardon me. Dr. Dre was convicted of beating out his girlfriend. He didn't beat his girlfriend, he beat a woman up. D Bonds. He was convicted. He was put on probation with a $2,200 fine. He was convicted. Okay. Dr. Dre also did the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Dr. Dre also just received a Lifetime Achievement Award. I ask you all, why wasn't Dr. Dre canceled? I'll wait. Somebody put the answer in the comment section. You, my man, you that's listening to this. Why wasn't Dr. Dre canceled? Somebody brought up another point. It's a decent point, but it's not good enough. They said there was no social media around back then. Cool, I'll give you half of that. But it's known. It's very well known what Dr. Dre has done, right? Moving along, who else we got? Let's talk about Joe Budden, dog. Joe Budden. I seen Joe Budden. He commented on the Diddy situation, and he is the prime example of what I mean by fake outrage. Joe Budden is the shining example of what I mean by fake outrage. Joe Budden, Diddy gave your ass a job, right? Diddy he helped put you where you are today. He helped put you where you are today, right? But beyond that, Joe Budden has several DV cases. I'm sure Tahiri had a coronary fit when she saw what Joe Budden was saying, because there are 2 or 3 DV cases that Joe Budden was involved with. Everything I'm saying, you can go look it up and verify yourself. I want you to go look it up and verify yourself. You can Google everything I'm saying, all these cases, and they about to get better. Hold tight, because they about to get better, right? Because the hypocrisy is out of order. This shit goes deep, and I'm gonna try not to cuss. But as time passes, this is getting weirder and weirder. It is getting more hypocritical by the day. And we gotta call it out. I'm gonna call it out. People are starting to call it out. People are starting to call this thing out, I see. And some people don't like it. Some people don't like the fact that we're calling this thing out, man. So back to Dr. Dre, man. He was convicted of DV. You know what that means, right? I don't want to keep saying it because they messing with my numbers and my monies and all that, my little coins. Not that I really care, but I would like to have those little coins. Moving right along. I got some good ones. I got some good ones coming, right? I got some good ones coming. Y'all gonna find them very interesting. Joe Budden has had 2 or 3 scandals where women said he beat them. Okay? He's on his podcast calling Diddy a POS. He's on his podcast going extremely hard against Diddy. I have a problem with that, right? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put myself in Puffy's shoes for a minute. As everybody should do. We should all have empathy, not sympathy. We should all have empathy for other human beings, right? If I was in a piece of shit like Puffy, right? Because I agree, Puffy is a piece of shit. He was a piece of shit. I don't know who he is today. I don't know if he went and got help and rehabilitated, right? But if I put somebody on, help them get millions of dollars, and then I mess up and I do something I'm not supposed to do, and they go on their podcast and speak out on me, dog, I would be highly upset, right? Because it's some form of loyalty. You should at least just not say nothing. Or you should at least come out and say, hey, I don't advocate for DV. I'm disappointed. But to call that man a POS, I found that very disturbing, especially when you have a lot of scandals under your belt, right? A lot. Enough. Joe Budden was probably one of the first rappers to have these DV accusations on them, right? And I'm sure that's going to come out within the next week or so. People are going to, call Joe on his hypocrisy. So yeah, I saw that, and that was kind of crazy, right? So look, now we're going to move along. Who else we got? So we went through Dr. Dre, we went through Fabulous, right? We went through Joe Budden. Now we got 50 Cent. You heard me correctly, right? 50 Cent. Go Google it right now. 50 Cent was convicted. He was convicted of DV. 50 Cent was convicted of DV. I'm coming with paperwork next time. I wanted this to be the last time I spoke on this, but 50 Cent was convicted of putting his hands on a woman. You know what convicted means? That means they had evidence, they looked at the evidence, and the evidence pointed that you actually did that. Why is 50 Cent not canceled? Why didn't y'all cancel 50 Cent? And it wasn't that long ago. So I ask you, why didn't you cancel 50 Cent? The one that feels so strongly about domestic violence. Why haven't you canceled 50 Cent yet? Y'all on there laughing with 50 Cent. It's a joke, right? Y'all on there laughing, and he just sold a whole documentary to Netflix. 50 Cent is a sellout in my book. You dig? That's what he is. He just literally sold out, right? And you don't gotta like Puff, you don't gotta like whoever, but to sell another melanated man out, right, to a corporation is insane to me. It has to be some sort of integrity, right? So 50 Cent, he was convicted of the domestic violence, okay? Yeah, yeah. So when are y'all gonna hold him accountable? That's what I wanna know. That's why I'm here. Who else did I name in the title? Man, we already talked about Big Pun. Big Pun pistol whipped his wife with a Mac 10, if I'm not mistaken. It was either a Uzi or a Mac 10. Pun is still top 10 on the rap list. Right or wrong? Let's keep it real. Yes, people who are not alive can be canceled. Yes, they can. Their name can be canceled. Their legacy can be canceled. That can happen. Nobody says nothing about Pun. We still hold Pun in high regard. Right or wrong? Stop me when I'm lying. Somebody stop me when I'm lying, man. All right, who else we got? Let's talk about Biggie. Biggie, Mr. Kick in the Door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Papa Don't Hit Me No More. You sing it, I sing it, we all sing it. Why y'all being hypocrites, dog? Why y'all acting like? Why are y'all doing this, dog? I don't understand. And let me say this, man. It is, man. Look, people need to be canceled. Diddy needs to be canceled. Absolutely, cancel Diddy. I said it. I'm gonna say it again. Cancel Diddy. But this stomping down on Diddy over and over and over and over again, I don't agree with it. Especially the reason I don't agree with it because you're not keeping that same energy with everybody else, right? Y'all not keeping that same energy with everybody else. We sang the lyrics. Man, let me take it one step further. Let me take it one step further. Somebody just called my phone. What's beef, right? What's beef? What did Biggie say in What's Beef? Don't you know my gutter kids up from throw them over the bridge? Y'all sing that part, don't you? Yes, you do. You sing that part. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. So I don't want to see all these shiny faced Negroes on here talking, trying to be so caring and they advocates for the women and simping and cupcaking. I don't want to see y'all on here no more doing that, dog, because when y'all get off of here, y'all gonna turn on some Biggie. Y'all gonna rap about how you kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Papa Don't. Hey, look here, let me tell you something. Oh, Cameron. We gotta talk about Cameron. Cameron. Did you see Cameron? He said he does not agree with domestic violence. Right? Isn't that what he said? I wish I knew these lyrics by heart. But Cameron told us that he backhanded his mother. Cameron told us that he backhanded his mother. She found his crack platter. So he turned around and snapped at her, back smacked her. And I believe him. I believe he did that. Smacked his mother, dog. He told us he did. Cameron told us he backhanded his mother. Why is Cameron not canceled? Not only is he not canceled, but he's being celebrated. Everybody's laughing with Cameron today. So the whole point in this is you niggas don't care about domestic violence. Y'all care about hopping on the train, walking down and lynching Puff Daddy. Y'all care, y'all want to join the mob and lynch another Negro. That's what y'all want to do. And that's what y'all doing. And I don't respect it. I'm here to call it out. We can go all day with the hypocrisy, right? I saw somebody comment, they said we can kill 2,500 people. We can sell 10 kilos of cocaine. We can destroy every black community in the world. But people online acting as if Puff committed the most horriblest sin to date. And this is why we here, man. This is why we tapping in. This is why people like me are speaking up and making a lot of people mad, because a lot of people are upset, right? And the smart people, they're gonna see through the lines, right? They're gonna see through what I'm saying, because what I'm saying really has nothing to do with Puffy. It really has something to do with, what up, bro? It really has something to do with real integrity. Standing for something or falling for anything. Really standing on some business, man. If you stand on domestic violence business and you're an advocate for that thing, you need to stand on it at every turn, right? I know we all can be hypocritical in our lives and everything. I know that. But at the end of the day, I seen Maul and Rory, the corniest niggas on the internet. I seen Maul talking about Diddy's a false idol. He has nieces and nephews and all this other stuff. Listen, man. You got to keep that same energy with everybody around the board, right? The people you like, the people you don't like. I respect people that stand on. Let's talk about Roger Bonds for a minute. Roger Bonds. Do y'all know who Roger Bonds is? He is Diddy's former security, former head of security. Go look him up. His name is Roger Bonds. He's been doing interviews all over the place. Roger Bonds is coming out talking about Diddy, how horrible of a person he is. And let me tell y'all something. Just 2 years ago, last year, Roger Bonds was on Instagram wishing Diddy a happy birthday. He was on Instagram saluting Diddy. And this is why I'm here. This is my job. I'm here to point these things out and show y'all what's really going on out here, man. It's a lot of hypocrisy. It's a lot of stuff going on. People riding the coon train, and you know, people such as myself, we gonna point that out, man. Right? Roger Bonds, dog. You was just on Instagram wishing Diddy a happy birthday, posting pictures of you both together. That's what you was doing, dog. Now today, Diddy is the most horrible individual in the world, right? No, you told us that you saw Diddy put his hands on women, and you still rock with him for 10 plus years. You have a book coming out telling us how much stuff you saw Diddy doing, right? Amongst other things in your book. But your book is going to tell us about what you saw Diddy doing. But you still rock with him for 10 years, right? So now it's shine time. Now Diddy is, see, a lot of these people, they see that Diddy is absolutely done, right? And I don't believe he is. I don't believe Diddy is all the way out of here, right? But a lot of people feel like Diddy is super over with, so they running their mouth. But when Diddy was in power, these people were shook. These people would not talk like that about Puff because they want in good graces in the industry. That's why I don't deal with the industry. That's why I don't want to deal with the industry. These people are phony, man. All of these people are phony, right? So Roger Bonds it has a book coming out. He's been on different talk shows and he's been on different podcasts, bashing and his former boss, his crime partner, because you were there, Gene Deal. Gene Deal, you were there, sir. You were there. Why didn't you put it in the Puffy? Why didn't you come out and tell us about Puffy putting his hands on women? When we met Eugene Deal, you were talking about the Biggie and the Tupac case. That's all you talked about for 10 years. You told us nothing about the way he was putting hands on women. You told us nothing about that, big dog. What happened, man? Why are you not telling us about this? This is my last video on this topic. I feel like I got my point across. And those of us who think for ourselves, those of us who stand on what we stand on, we speak up, we speak against the grain, right? And people won't like it because people want Diddy's head on a silver platter, and that's cool. I'm not going to try to stop you. That's no problem. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to run around and act like 50 doesn't have a domestic violence case. Fabulous didn't have a domestic violence case. Joe Budden didn't have several domestic violence cases. Dr. Dre convicted, 50 convicted of domestic violence. Dr. Dre convicted of domestic violence. And the list goes on. It's people with murder charges in the rap industry. There are people with murder charges. YNW Melly killed, allegedly, and it's looking like he did. The evidence says that YNW Melly killed 2 of his best friends. And guess what? All I see is free YNW Melly, free Young Thug. They say it's bodies connected to Young Thug, but y'all want him free, right? But y'all don't cancel these people because it's not cool. It's not popular. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to let y'all know this, man. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a productive day. I hope everything's going good for everybody, man. It's sunny out here. The weather's beautiful. My neighborhood looks beautiful. I went to the gym, got a workout in. I'm about to pick my son up from school, make my kids dinner. Life is good, man. You dig? I like to share on these topics, man, because, yeah, I feel strongly about them. And these topics are what's wrong with our community. I don't like saying we got to do better, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done, man. You dig? It's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we need to start focusing on what's important. You know, I live in the DMV. I don't live in the DMV. I'm from the DMV area. I live in Western Maryland. And y'all know how many killings and carjackings are going on within these cities, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland. But everybody's talking about Diddy, man. You had a little baby that just got shot by a straight a couple weeks ago. But everybody cares about Diddy, man. You know what I mean? Election season. This is election season. Y'all don't want reparations? Y'all don't want to talk about what our group as black people want? Look, that's how they keep us distracted. Election season, they give us Diddy, right? Therefore, we're not campaigning. We're not asking for anything. We're not asking for no tangibles. We're not asking for a hate bill. We're not asking for reparations. We're not asking for anything. Guess what we're asking for? We're asking for Diddy to be canceled. And again, that's why I'm here, man. This is why I'm passionate about this. It's people that I never knew spoke on public issues that came out and that are coming out speaking on these things. These influencers are trash. Maul, Joe Buttons, Gilly the Kid, all y'all are trash. Y'all not talking about this election, dog. Y'all not leading the people nowhere, dog. Y'all not leading the people anywhere, but y'all are leaders at the end of the day. Y'all are influencers at the end of the day. This is election season. Why aren't we saying anything about elections, anything about politics on y'all pages, man? Why are y'all not sitting with politicians? Y'all got millions of viewers, millions of followers. Why are y'all not sitting down with politicians trying to get something for black folks? I don't understand that, man. Celebrity gossip is way more important. If you just join me, man, go back through the replay. I want y'all to see everybody who has a domestic violence case. And then I want y'all to leave a comment and tell me why you think, or I want you to tell me why you didn't cancel these people. Okay? Tell me why you didn't cancel them. And you only want to cancel one person. Shout out to y'all. Boom. See you.